today I see that there are other things that we can use videos for, and if you're at home, you probably want to find a way that you can make money from your video. I am Kartini Sabtu and I'm speaking to you from this area called Siglap Park. Yes, this is connected because this park is just straight from Bedok to Eunos, so I can get confusing here. The other, because I make a list, some of the items that I wrote in here is that what are the selling things that you can sell with video. Okay, you know, when there's one time when I was still learning how to do my video, I actually tried this stop motion animation. You know, you put your figurines, your Lego sets, and then you move them a bit and a bit and a bit and a bit. I do it with my little nephew, and my nephew was like, can you move it this way? Can you make it fight? And it's like, this is not a Lego movie, okay? This is just a stop motion animation. And he's looking at me like, oh, then I can do something else. So I'm trying to teach my nephew how to use video and do stop motion animation, you know, moving the figurine a bit at a time like you watch in Lego movie, but not in cartoon, but in real Lego. And children now are very demanding. They want fast. They really want fast things. So I don't know how to encourage them to try to use video for their games rather than just playing the online game. I am at Siglap Park Connector today after crossing the bridge from my area. Yeah, Singapore neighborhood is connected by parks, so you won't be surprised there's so many parks I can go just by walking. 10 o'clock, 10:30 is a good time for me to do videos because the sun is up, but it's not possible for me to do a long one because it gets hot very fast. This is a very quiet place. See, there's so many HDB around it, and playgrounds are closed. So I find a shady place and talk for a few minutes. Okay, nobody is supposed to sit at the void deck, so only aunties going for groceries and people walking around to exercise, and like me just to take a few minutes of breather. The thing is, even though, hi Karen suggested that I show my face when I switch on the video instead of showing the places, so I hope this helps. Today what I'm going to share is, are you going to go cuckoo for staying at home too long? Yes, I lost count even though it's only day 4, and it's like so long. With videos is commercially making money out of making video is working in a sports agency, sports media company. What the sports media company did is they are streaming live events. That time it was during the Youth Olympic. They have the Youth Olympic, the FIFA games, and a few of the sports events, soccer and such a thing. So I was selected to work with a few of Australian, Singapore, India, Malaysia team, and these people are mostly men. Yeah, they like sports. So when I went in and I was like, I'm the only girl there and I don't like soccer. So everybody was saying, are you kidding me? You get to go to a job and then you watch soccer every day for 8 hours. I was like, yeah, if you like soccer, but I don't like soccer. So anyway, I managed to stay for 1.5 years, where what we need to do is that we watch the soccer game, the whole 90 minutes. I think the whole soccer game is 90 minutes, and then we have to cut the shots where they hit to strike a goal. So you have to watch carefully when there's a goal and they say go, and then you start to quickly cut a 15 seconds clip from the events. And usually that is the exciting part because you have to post these clips within like they give around 2 minutes of allowance, so you have to quickly cut the clips of those shots and go and then post it to the media, because the media will want to know who, they know the media people, the journalists, they just want to know, okay, give me the result and I go and publish it, that's all, because they don't want to know at what point that is the job of ours. I was thinking like, okay, what else can we use video for? And most of us, we only think about doing it for family, doing it for friends, right? The commercial ones will do videos for weddings and events, but as you know, right now all the events and weddings have been disrupted, so there's no more weddings and events to take video. So other than that, there are increasing needs to make videos for education purpose. Yes, if you are conducting courses online, you need to know how to make videos. And also if you are conducting kind of coaching online, you need to show some of your presentation by a video. So it is useful to have these skills of video making. Yes, last few days I already shared how the process yeah, first is to come up with the topic that you want or the concept that you want to be inside the video, and then have a point of view, because if you have a point of view, then you will take photos that is specific to what you need. In the long run, it helps because you only keep assets that is required. Just imagine you go to shop and then you start buying everything that you see just because they look nice or you think they may be useful in the future. Isn't that a waste? You have so much wasted your time, so much wasted your money to pick up everything that you see. So that is the purpose of having a point of view. You only select the pictures that you want to use. Other than the first point, to have a topic or concept. Second point, to have a point of view. Third is start collecting the pictures that you want. You can do it in a straight record. That means you just point your camera to what you want to take for 1 or 2 hours and then make the list of assets subsequently. Or you can also do like short bursts of record, usually like 5 minutes, 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 16 seconds, that kind of thing. But to some extent, it may spoil your phone if you keep doing press on and off, on and off, on and off. Yes, if you keep playing your camera video on and off, you will spoil it faster. So it's better to just keep on recording. You go around and just, okay, this picture, and then a few seconds gap, and then the next picture. That way when you want to edit, it's also easier because you can see the timeline and you can just write down, okay, from 0.1 minute and how many seconds to 1 minute to how many seconds. Then you describe, these are the shots that you have. So with all these details in the asset list, you can create the script subsequently. Okay, interesting when I learned that, you know, you can have business out of doing this editing, to cut just sports events, to cut pictures of even they have golf. They have, you know, golf is even worse. You have to wait until the ball hit the hole and you have to like, oh, when is it going to hit? And then, you know, you don't understand the landscape of different golf turf. They have the hole, and then they have the hill, and then they have the water, and then that is where I learned that, you know, when you play golf, you have to have strategies. Yes, playing golf is not for rich people. It's for people with brains. It's a lot of strategy. They need to think about the place. They need to think about so much thing. Even the equipment matters. That's what I learned about golf. There is one time when I was doing the proposal for the Singapore media, what they call digitalizations. You know, digitalization is where they bring the analog system to a digital system. Analog system is those from the frequency, the wave, the airwave. Yes, that means there's no more antenna poking out from Singapore roof because of these digitalizations. That means everybody is using fiber optics and plug into the internet. So when I was doing that proposal, when I was doing that digitalizations, one of the proposal we had was like creating a channel where people like us, you know, people with no experience in making video, but we have content, we have ideas, we can post in that channel. This is one of the proposals we give to the media academy, and they bring this up to the ministry for consideration. It didn't work out well because what I can see after that is that for most of the content that they put on this you know, the cable that you have, yeah, all these are very expensive investments, and even to have the storage for videos is also costly. So I suppose they open up the market for people like us to produce video and make money only on YouTube, and maybe if we are of a certain quality, Netflix. So I'm still looking at, is it because we don't have a proper story when we make video, or we just pushing any content? Facebook allow you to post videos on your page, so you can create your own content and then draw in your customers or your regular fans to watch. It's just question of how do you monetize. When I read Facebook requirement is around like you need to have like 10,000 fans, subscribers, that kind of thing, that you can get advertisement income. So they okay, I only reached 300. No, not yet. I only reached 30 now. So more people, please watch me. Alright, so I'm getting cuckoo, so that's why I become more livelier now. The concern that I have been having in the last few days is like Singapore depends on tourism. Singapore depends on trade. So with this COVID, everybody closed their offices, every business closed. I'm just wondering, like, how do we start up after this closing? You know, how do we go back to work already? Like airline industry don't have business for this period. That is not the bad thing. The bad thing is like all the other business that is moving are just gig. You know, like riders and this thing. These are business that was like invented in Singapore 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years ago, and we have not moved up to a different scale. When I was doing my business, it's more for the non-profit, so non-profit don't really make money, so I'm looking at how I can do it for the profit. Yes, so we see what will happen after this COVID, but there's a lot of adjustment, and everybody's scared that there will be a mad rush to find jobs, a mad rush to secure employment, mad rush for finding customers to do whatever you want to do. Give you as a takeaway for this video, like what I do, I try to make my view different every day, so I can remember what day it is today. Today is the fourth day of this stay at home. So different view makes me more relaxed and maintain my creativity, or else I will be seeing my walls every day and ran out of ideas. So that's a takeaway I have for today's video. And let me see, I covered most of the things that I wanted to share with you. So look forward for another day tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, Karen. Bye bye.